In today's news, 5 arrested for firearm and ammunition which was found in an early morning operation. Labor and Workforce Development to handle executive work permit handling. Attorney Jack Husbands appointed chair of the Labor Arbitration Tribunal.
Yo, everything good there?
Why? This thing got me one way, daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you,
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit, I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Hello everyone and welcome. It is Friday, May 26, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us, and a happy Friday is wished to each and every one of you. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, an early morning operation led by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force detectives on May 25, 2023 resulted in the seizure of 4 firearms, including a high-powered weapon, a significant amount of ammunition, and the arrest of some 5 persons. 3 males and 2 females are presently in police custody. Several divisions within the force participated in the search conducted on the 2 residencies in Spooner's estate. Police say investigations are ongoing. Of course, the police is appealing to the general public, to persons with information on the suspected persons or locations of said firearms to kindly contact the Confidential Crime Stoppers Unit at 800-8477 or 368-9339. The government of the Virgin Islands announces the appointment of Attorney at Law, Mr. Samuel Jack Husbands, as chair of the Labor Arbitration Tribunal. The Labor Arbitration Tribunal is an independent tribunal set up under the Labor Code 2010 with power to make orders and awards. The parties appearing before the body are entitled to the same rights and privileges as they would have been before any court. The tribunal makes decisions about labor disputes and it regulates its own procedures as to how it will do so. This includes complaints, concerns, unfair dismissals, constructive dismissal, redundancy, and discrimination in workplaces, as well as reviewing certain decisions of the Labor Commissioner. Now, the appointment was made by the Deputy Premier and Minister of Financial Services, Labor and Trade, the Honorable Lorna Smith OBE, with the approval of the Cabinet, in accordance, of course, with Section 29 of the Labor Code 2010. Mr. Husbands will serve a tenure of 2 years commencing from the 1st of May 2023. With an extensive legal background spanning over 30 years, Mr. Husbands brings a wealth of experience to this new role. His professional journey includes serving as a barrister, managing associate, partner, and money laundering officer, and he currently holds the position of principal at the Lawton Chambers as a respected member of the BVI Bar Association, Barbados Bar Association, International Bar Association, and STEP. A fellow of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, Mr. Husbands possesses a deep understanding of the legal landscape. His leadership is expected to be a great contribution to the efficient resolution of labor disputes. Honorable Smith extended congratulations to Mr. Husbands on his appointment, expressing confidence in his ability to lead the tribunal with integrity, fairness, and efficiency. Honorable Smith also expressed gratitude to the outgoing chair of the tribunal, Mr. Jamal Smith, for his invaluable contributions to the territory while serving in that capacity. The government of the Virgin Islands recently shared some photos of officials captured as they were briefed on the ongoing works at the R.T. O'Neill Administration Center. The activity is said to have engaged Deputy Premier and Minister of Financial Services, Labor and Trade, the Honorable Lorna G. Smith, OBE, Minister for Communications and Works, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, the Honorable Cherie B. De Castro, Junior Minister for Culture and Tourism, the Honorable Luce Hodge Smith, and Junior Minister for Agriculture and Fisheries, Dr. the Honorable Carl Dawson. The briefing is reported to have included updates on improvements and renovations to the building that have been undertaken to increase its resistance to storms. Now, viewers, the upgrades are also said to include measures to ensure greater efficiency in housing public servants when they return to work at the complex. Up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Is someone gonna get that?
Hello.
Hello. So nice of you to have cleaned up for us. Hi, baby.
We're like in-laws that don't show up unannounced.
Don't worry, I've got this.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Is that my lunch? Is that my lunch?
We're like the coworker that doesn't eat your lunch.
I'm John. I'm John.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Viewers, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with us. The government of the Virgin Islands, through the Ministry of Financial Services, Labor and Trade, announces the transfer of executive work permits processing to the Department of Labor and Workforce Development with immediate effect. The Department of Labor and Workforce Development will be exclusively responsible for processing executive work permits application. All applications should be submitted to the processing unit located at the first floor of the Ashley Ritter building in Road Town. Upon submission of the required documentation as outlined in the checklist for the new and renewal work permit applications, the department will process the applications within some 14 working days. Appointments can be made online at bvips.org or by contacting the Public Service Customer Care Center via telephone number at 468-3701. The Executive Work Permit Program, introduced in 2018, was specifically designed for individuals earning at least $100,000 annually. However, due to the significant impact of COVID-19 in 2020, the eligibility requirements were temporarily broadened to encompass all employees within the financial services sector, irrespective of their salary. Now, with the subsiding of the pandemic effects, the department will return to the initial eligibility criteria. Now, persons are asked to note that the processing fees remain at $150 and application fees remain at $50. Applicants who do not meet the $100,000 salary threshold but require expedited processing within the 14-day time framework due to the urgent and unforeseen circumstances can avail themselves of the expedited work permit process at the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. Each case will be individually assessed, of course, and the processing and application fees for this expedited service remain at $150 and $50 respectively. For inquiries regarding the transition process of the executive work permits, please contact the department via ewp@gov.vg or contact Mrs. Kim Russell Rumney, Mrs. Althea Gishard, or Mrs. Michelle McLean at 468-4784, 468-4708, or 468-4707. Director of the Central Statistics Office, Mr. Raymond Phillips, recently appeared on the Government of the Virgin Islands Public Eye program to share some information on the upcoming national census. He began discussions with simply explaining on what a census is and why it is necessary.
Censuses are conducted worldwide. They're conducted at 10-year intervals because the exercise is so expensive and so time-consuming. The last census we did was in 2010. We were supposed to have conducted, as you indicated earlier, in 2020, but due to unavoidable delays, here we are now, 3 years after the fact. I mean, we've had quite a bit of criticism, indicating why it wasn't done already. But, given the circumstances, I think it's best for us to take our time and do it properly when we have, the best opportunity to do it. My hope is at the end of this program, person will be better informed about the importance of the census. Hopefully, this knowledge will encourage persons to fully cooperate when my enumerators come out to have them interviewed.
Phillips went on to explain the relevance of such exercise to the socio-economic development within the Virgin Islands. He also took this opportunity to ease the minds of concerned members of the public on how their personal data will be stored and used.
Well, the census produces a lot of information. So therefore, its contribution to overall improvements in the economy or in the country is of an indirect nature. It provides information which stakeholders use to formulate developmental policies. Stakeholders range from government to students to businesses. Actually, everyone is a stakeholder because everyone can use the information produced by the census, in some form or another.
So for persons who might have concerns, what procedures are implemented to ensure that confidentiality is a high priority for your office?
This is a legitimate concern. Given the small size of the Virgin Islands, everybody thinks that everybody else knows their business. Mm-hmm. And that's where we have some serious concerns when it comes to collecting data. However, information produced by the census is shared to anyone. It's public, it's out there. However, the raw data, which includes names of persons and other identifying things about person, that is never shared with the public. Only persons associated with the process would see this data. The data, of course, always sits on a secure location, so it's only persons who have access to that data can actually see this information.
When asked why it is important that the census include questions such as one's marital status, income, and currently the health status of persons, Phillips took the time to address each area and explained why such data has been deemed necessary within the census exercise.
Well, the objective of the census is to capture information about the entire population. We look at things like the population size, first and foremost, of course, and the prevailing socioeconomic situation of said persons. So what we try to do is to get a holistic database. And this is not only the Virgin Islands, every census does this. Specifically, data on health, it reveals the incidence of communicable and non-communicable diseases. Are prevention programs merited and where? It would answer such a question. That's why you would have to get health data. Income. It's important to know the extent of income inequality in the country. These are things that policymakers would look at to try to reduce the gap between the rich and the poor, that kind of thing. Now, as it relates to marital status, That speaks to the moral fabric of our society. Marriage is considered a sacred and divine institution. What is the prevalence of that in the Virgin Islands? I mean, as personal as it might sound, you know, these are questions that needs to be answered because of some of the social issues, you know, that any country might face.
Members of the public are urged to cooperate with the enumerators who will be on the ground to conduct the upcoming census. Phillips stressed the importance of their role while he provided some insight on the data collection.
The data collection process is going to take a while because you would understand that we have to visit every single household. The data collection aspect, of course, undeniably, is the most crucial and important part of the census. Therefore, the enumerators are the most indispensable personnel of all census personnel, even the boss, myself. They are more important to the process than I am because they're the ones that interact with the public. They're the ones that have to encourage the public, you know, to be cooperative. So therefore, they determine the success or failure of this exercise. And therefore, you know, we have to make sure that they are well trained and that, you know, they understand the importance of their job. And sometimes, you know, it requires a lot of patience because some persons, as you would imagine, could be quite difficult to deal with.
The Virgin Islands Alzheimer's Association is hosting the Power of Music on the Brain Showcase, featuring a number of local artists on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. Founding director of the VI Alzheimer's Association, Ms. Edna Williams, recently sat down with me to discuss the event and, of course, the importance of music and its impact on Alzheimer's and dementia patients.
The first reason is that research is proving more and more that music lasts long in the brain, one of the longest part of the brain. And several years ago, I would say 2014, I saw a movie really, called Alive Inside, which won the Cannes Film Festival Award. And it spoke about memory and music and how a personalized pod music would energize and bring the individuals alive once they start hearing the music of their past. And when they hear that, they begin to be in tune with the music and also begin to have conversations with the persons around them. And even after they stop playing the music, there's still that moment of clarity which they have and that moment that they interact with you on different things. Understood. So it really has a way of triggering the memory that one has.
Williams spoke about the impact of music on Alzheimer's and dementia patients regarding their specific brain functioning.
Music is one of those things that encompasses all aspects of your brain. It gives you a whole brain workout. If you're learning a music, you first, when you touch, but in fact, even before you touch, you're reading the music, your visual, your occipital lobe of your brain is utilized. Then if you're playing an instrument, your sensory part of your brain is being utilized. Your memory, your short-term memory is utilized because you have to learn those notes and you have to remember those notes. Then you go to the emotions, feeling the emotions of the music and feeling the impact and the closeness to the person that you're working with in learning those music. So music, no matter who you are, and especially for persons with dementia, it brings that closeness, that relationship with the individual.
Additionally, she spoke about the event and its performers.
It's going to be a lineup. And as I mentioned, a genre of music, cultural music. We have Brent Hoyt and Onique, gospel. We have Donna Klein, who is going to be a gospel performer also. Dr. Arlene T. Penn, who will be playing the steel pan and doing her song, you know, her anthem,
Reclaiming Me,
which I love. I've heard it and I just just reached me. Reach. Then, of course, we're going to have the Foggy Mountain Boys doing the a cappella. HLSCC Chorale has called up and they would like to perform, so we're making space for them. The Zion Sounds, one of our longest going fungi bands, Razor Blades, they will be performing. Zion Steel Pan will be performing. And of course, it will be hosted by none other than Mr. Ron Grant, which we're very pleased to have you hosted.
Before she left, she also took the time to encourage members of the community to come out and support this initiative.
You're going to enjoy it. First of all, you're going to experience the music going through your brain, going through your brain, and then flowing through your body. Because as the music flows through your body, you're going to start moving. And you're going to bob your head, you're going to shift to the right, to the left, and you will absolutely enjoy this event. It's one of the things that we have seen that was needed, especially for seniors, and now it's here. But everyone is welcome to join us at this event. The power of music on the brain.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Viewers, for more local news, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
The wait is over! CCT Fire is here! Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join a prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Viewers, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with us. The preliminary round of the National Spelling Bee primary competition was held this week, with scores of students putting their best foot forward to represent themselves and their schools on the national stage. Let's take a look at the activity inclusive of the names of the students who will advance to the next stage of the competition.
15 schools are participating in today's competition. The aim of the competition to promote students' knowledge of proper word usage and pronunciation, expand students' vocabulary and encourage reading, encourage students to strive for excellence in spelling, provide an opportunity for students to meet and compete with their peers in an atmosphere of friendship. So students, today is a day while we are competing and we all want to win. It's also a day of fun. It's good experience for you so that you can have that experience so you'll be able to talk about this. In times ago, I took part in the spelling bee.
Eunice Adams.
Your word is suspicious. Suspicious.
May I have it in a sentence, please?
The police questioned him about his suspicious activities.
Definition, please.
Feeling that someone has done something wrong, illegal, or dishonest, making you feel that something is wrong, illegal, or dishonest, not willing or able to trust somebody or something.
Suspicious. S-U-S-P-I-C-I-U-S. O-U-S.
Respell the word.
Suspicious. S-U-S-P-I-C-I-O-U-S. Suspicious.
Correct.
These are the students who will move forward to the finals on the 7th of June. In no particular order, please. Richard Turnbull. Richard, where are you? Can you stand? Okay, Mariah Jackson. Richard is from Agape, sorry. Mariah is from Alexandrina Maduro Primary School. Jazine Deming is from the Brigada Flax Educational Center. Christopher Liu from Siboney Center for Excellence. Ines Adams, both students, Ajayi Malone and Amrita Singh. Francis Letsom, both students, Amaya John and Kimari Davis. Just Van Dyke Primary School, Jasedi Graham. Leonora Delville, John Tay Case. Robinson O'Neill Memorial Primary School, Sean Ramatar. St. George's Primary School, both students, Keori Augustine and Orissa Thomas. So those will be the students who will meet us here. It's not going to be a long day again, who will meet us here for the finals of the primary spelling bee on the 7th of June. Next Wednesday, we have the secondary competition right here at 10 a.m.
Summer Sizzle BVI, the Caribbean's premier summer event, is an electric fusion of fashion, art, and music, as well as culture, scheduled for July 26th to the 31st, 2023, in the British Virgin Islands, of course, our home and our paradise. This event is in its 13th year and is a spectacular representation of fashion lifestyle destination event with the scheduled designers to showcase their exquisite presentations to the BVI, diversifying, of course, and incorporating culture, local and international fashion brands, and will feature collaborations that explore the seamless relationship between art and fashion. Now, viewers, this unique and exhilarating 4-day experience includes the biggest night in fashion, of course, with the epic global glamour runway show, festive parties, delightful cuisine, fabulous entertainment, and a chartered sailing excursion. The highly anticipated Global Glamour Runway Show is the weekend's highlight, providing a leading platform for emerging and international designers showcasing summer and resort collections, as well as a range from men's and women's, as well as children wear. It features a number of designers as well, both local, regional, and international. For more information, you can visit the Summer Sizzle BVI platform. Of course, we will be hosting interviews leading up to that fun-filled, exciting event. Viewers, that is it for today's News Roundup. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Be sure to follow us for all your daily updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Happy Friday. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.